Hello students, a very warm welcome to my online classes. The topic for today's discussion is types of stomata. So before we start, let's just take a note of the very simple, rather the simplest definition of stomata. These are minute pores. These are minute pores on the epidermal layer that play a very significant role in gaseous and vapor exchange. They are generally surrounded by guard cells and subsidiary cells. Okay. When the stomata are open, okay, that means when the stomatal pore remain open, we say that this is caused by turgid guard cells, and when they close, we say it is caused by flaccid guard cells, right? So quickly take a note of these points. First point, stomata are tiny pores which occur in the epidermis of the plants, right? Next is what? They may occur on any part of the plant except roots. So roots don't have stomata. Each stomata is surrounded by two kidney or bean-shaped cells called the guard cells, right? Next is what? The epidermal cells bordering the guard cells are called accessory or subsidiary cells, and last is they facilitate gas exchange. Okay. Take a note of this picture. This picture shows an open stoma and a closed one. Okay, now what is stoma and what is stomata? The singular form is stoma, while the plural form is stomata. Now this word has been derived from a Greek word which means mouth. It's very simple. The meaning of that word is mouth. If we just look at the simplest diagram of stomata, see, it appears somewhat like this. You have seen this in your books, in various pictures. Huh? These are what? These are guard cells, right? This is the stomatal pore, correct? This condition, it is open. This condition is occurring when the guard cells are turgid or swollen. And this condition look carefully. This condition is happening when the guard cells are flaccid or sunken. All right. Now here we will talk about the classification of stomatal types according to Metcalfe and Chalk, which is based on the position of subsidiary cells. So our first type is ranunculus or anomocytic type. This anomocytic type is also known as irregular celled type. Okay, why irregular? The cells are irregularly shaped here, and they are very difficult to distinguish, right? The stomata remain surrounded by a limited number of subsidiary cells which are quite unlike the remaining epidermal cells. Okay, that is why it is difficult to distinguish. The accessory or subsidiary cells are 5 in number, and it is generally found in clove, digitalis, all these plants. Okay, this is also known as ranunculus type, right? Now see, while studying each of the type, please take a note of each and every diagram on the right side. Next, we'll come to anisocytic type. Aniso, from this very word, you can understand that there is some dissimilarity. Now, where is this dissimilarity? We will look for. The stomata remains surrounded by 3 subsidiary cells, okay, of which one is distinctly smaller than the other. Now, you understand where is the dissimilarity here? This is also known as cruciferous type, okay. These subsidiary cells do not have a specific layout of presence, but the number is fixed. Okay, they are also known as unequaled cell type or cruciferous stomata. See, this is large, and this is significantly small. Okay, this is found in plants like Datura, Belladonna, all these. Okay, next. Next, we come to parasitic type. Parasitic type is also known as rubiaceous type. Parasitic stomata has 2 specific subsidiary cells. Correct? 2 specific subsidiary cells on the outer side of each guard cell. See, this one is the guard cell. This red dotted one, I'm just putting red dots so that you understand better. These red dotted ones are the guard cells, and these are this S. I'm writing S so that you can understand clearly. These are the subsidiary cells. Okay, the arrangement is parallel. Now see what's written here. 2 subsidiary cells are parallel to the longitudinal axis of the pore and guard cells. They remain parallelly arranged like this. Okay, it is found in Senna and Coca. Now we come to the next type, which is diacytic type or caryophyllaceous type. Okay, this is just like the parasitic stomata. These kinds also have 2 subsidiary cells, like that only. The difference is that the difference lies in their position. In the previous one, you see they are parallel. Now look at this. In this type, the stoma remains surrounded by a pair of subsidiary cells whose common wall is at right angles to the guard cells. See, the position changes. It is like this. They are at right angles to the guard cells. The guard cells are here, right? The subsidiary cells are here. They are at an angle of 90° to the guard cells. It is found in spearmint, peppermint, all these plants. The cells here are perpendicular to the guard cells. In very simple language, I'm telling, they're perpendicular to the guard cells. This is also known as cross-walled stomata. What is this known as? Cross-walled stomata. All right. Now coming to actinocytic or radiate-celled type. These stomata are surrounded by 4 or more subsidiary cells elongated radially to the stomata. That is, the stoma is surrounded by a circle of radiating cells. See, look at the appearance. They are surrounded by cells which are arranged in a circle as if it is radiating. See, note, take a note of these. This is called actinocytic type. It is found in members of Ebenaceae. Next, we come to cyclocytic type. The stoma is surrounded by 4 or more cells forming a narrow ring around the guard cells. They form a ring-like structure like this. See, a ring-like structure like this. It is found in Palmy, Pandanus, all these plants. Next, we come to graminaceous type. This is very, very significant and quite different from the other. This is known as dumbbell-shaped stomata. Dumbbell-shaped guard cells are present over here, and this is very, very common in monocots, especially in Gramineae. Okay, in the members of Gramineae and Cyperaceae, this is very, very common. What happens here? The guard cells are narrow in the middle for the most part and are bulky or wider at the ends. See, they are narrow over here and they are wider at the two sides, just like the shape of a dumbbell. No, it is narrow here and wider here. They are commonly found in Gramineae and Cyperaceae of monocotyledons. The subsidiary cells, keep in mind, the subsidiary cells are present next to each guard cell and are exactly parallel to them. These are the subsidiary cells. Okay, they are present just next to the guard cells and are absolutely parallel to them. Right? So this is how we complete our very brief discussion on the various types of stomata. In our next lecture, we are going to discuss the functions of stomata. So till then, have a nice time. And if you have any confusion anywhere, please feel free to get back to me in the comment section. And I will try my level best to clear your doubts. Thank you.